Hello and welcome on the third video tutorial dedicated to Expense Tracker for WebOS version 1.0.1. This video is dedicated to the creation of repeatable records. You are now able to create simple records in the system, but the creation of repeatable records can really help you with the fastidious work of inputting records that you know are always repeating. Like your monthly income, for example, the transportation fee to work, or whatever you can think of. So, we go back to our creation panel, but this time we choose repeatable. A new choice opens up. Let's choose monthly for now if we want to create our payroll. Here it is. Once again, we choose the amount. Then we can choose the setting end of month or not. If not, the record will be generated on the first of the month, as mentioned. It is a matter of personal preference. Underneath, you can see the from and to date. Those are not mandatory fields. If you don't fill them in, your task will simply generate every start or end of month forever or until you manually delete the generating task. But if you want your task to stop at some point, you have this choice. So let's not input anything for those dates for this first example. You can see below the same settings as what we saw at the creation of a simple record. The principle is exactly the same. We will therefore not see it in this tutorial. So now that everything is set up, let's go back. Well, we can see nothing change in our total income. Why? It is simple, but important to keep in mind. If you create your repeatable records without changing the from and to dates, the system will try to generate the records starting from today. Therefore, in our case, if you create a monthly repeatable task, it will not trigger before the end of the month or the start of the next one, depending on your setting. But fortunately, we have the ability to create repeatable tasks in the past. That's what we're going to see now. So let's create a new task. We select again the amount, and let's say we want to receive our salary at the start of the month. So this box stays unchecked. And this time we will select a from date in the past. This way, we will let the application know it should start the generation of this task on the 1st of November of last year actually. So take care if you choose a date to start from, the application will now really consider the date to end with. So you have to fill in the second field, the to date. Once again, we don't touch the rest and just go back. And if we go on the 1st of January, we can see our income has been generated. For the next month, of course, you don't have anything to worry about, and the record will generate itself at the right time. We will now see quickly the two other types of repeatable tasks in less details, as the logic is of course the same. The second type of repeatable event you can create is the weekly one. You can choose day per day if the record should be generated or not. So we will now create an expense representing the transportation cost for work, taking the bus from Monday to Friday. So we input the amount first, we check every needed box, and select the correct category. Let's also choose a date in the past, so we can see a more impressive generation. And now let's go back. We can see the dashboard has been refreshed, and if we browse in the different days of the previous week, or in the monthly view of December, for example, we can see our records have been well generated. Finally, let's see the yearly task. I'm not too sure how useful it is compared to the other options that will be used quite often, but the possibility is there for you to use it. So once again, it is the same kind of logic. Here you actually choose on which day you want to generate the record, and do not mind the year part of the date. Here I'm of course choosing the 23 of November. I'm not choosing the 23 of November 2009. I will change the interface soon to make it less confusing. Once again, you can choose a from and to date or not, and choose the other default settings. Please notice that this time we didn't set a date to start in the past. So you're going to ask, how can I check that I just created this task if it has not been generated yet? Well, the answer lies in the next video of this tutorial series, which is about repeatable task management and advanced dashboard usage. Thank you for watching.